What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the VDB Farm channel. Right now I'm heading to the barn. I'm going to chase the cattle out to the pasture that we set up for the night. We just finished barn chores, but in today's video I want to kind of show you guys the buildings that we have here on the farm and what we use them for. But I'm also going to show you the type of tractors and vehicles that we have here on the farm. So if you guys are excited, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let's get these cows onto fresh pasture. So for those wondering, the way we keep the cows in and direct them to new pasture or anywhere we basically want them to go, we use electric wiring or electric fencing, and it's very easy to move, it's very movable, it's very easy to set up, and the cows are trained to it. They don't want to get close to it because they know they'll get a little shock. Not too big of a shock, of course, and that we don't want to hurt the animal. You just want them to be aware that they can't go past and they gotta go where they gotta go. So let's put them onto the pasture and get on with the video. So whenever you come right outside of the house, this is the first shed that you will see. This is basically like the storage shed slash straw shed. Straw bales over there. You can't really see it right now because of the lighting, but we also keep a bunch of our equipment. Like as you guys can see right now, the New Holland is here. We've got a John Deere right over there. I'll take you guys closer after, but we also have another John Deere over here. We've got a backhoe, we've got 2 farm trucks, and then we've got an old case as well. This is basically where we keep stuff. Actually, most of the tractors are in here already. All right, so as you guys can see, we've got the New Holland right here. We've got the first truck here, second truck over there. We've got the case tractor. We've got a John Deere. So the John Deere tractors are not from this farm. They're actually borrowed from another farm. And right behind there, I don't know if you guys can see, but we've got it hooked onto the baler. It's pretty tough to see, right? Yeah, so this is a John Deere. Got another John Deere over there. And then over here, we've got the backhoe. And this is actually a pretty useful thing on a farm whenever you're digging and doing some different projects. I was actually surprised with how much stuff you can actually do with a backhoe on a farm. So pretty cool equipment, pretty cool investment. And then over here you've got straw bales. So it's a new day today. I forgot to mention that in the first clip, but yesterday something came up, so I wasn't able to actually finish recording what I wanted to record for the vlog. But today's a new day. It is a bit rainy, it's looking a bit gray outside, but the shed behind me, that's the first shed that we were in. Then over here you've got one of the chicken coops. And then right behind me right there, that's the second chicken coop. We're gonna go see how the chicks are doing. This is where we keep meat birds, meat chickens. They actually hatched a bunch of wild turkey eggs as well, so that's pretty cool. All right, here we've got my boy Sam. He lives on the farm, but here they are, guys. Baby chicks. These are all meat chickens. Pretty sure they're all Cornish cross. I'm not 100% sure exactly. And then the blackbirds, those are the wild turkey birds.
Some of them got out into the other chick, because you see most of them are here, but some escaped.
That's
most
true.
likely through the top or under many different ways to escape.
I'm pretty sure that's because of the hairy moose, right? What? Right now, whenever you walk down into the yard, basically on your left side, you'll see this paddock, and this is where we keep weaned calves. We also keep the sheep right here, and we've got 6 of the calves right now. We've got 3 sheep. Yeah, it's a pretty nice pasture, pretty cool looking, and these calves are really nice.
We used to have these for the sheep, just a little bit of netting that got broke. Sheep are very agile and can jump high.
That's true. How do you know they jump so high?
Well, how do I know? I've seen them jump over this, I've seen them jump high, I've seen them...
Jump on you?
Well, yes.
Right here behind me, we've got the shop with the straw barn. We also do the TMR mixing over here, so we add grain and stuff because the silo is right there. We've got 5 grain bins behind it as well. Eventually, Peter told me that he wants to build a big shop so that he can drive in the tractors and work on them and stuff like that. But right now, they have a smaller shop and it does the work. Like, you can do quite a lot of things in there. This is chopped up straw.
We put that on where the cows lay.
That's true, yeah. So that's basically their bedding kind of thing. All right, so here we are in the shop. And up top, as you guys can see, Peter actually hunts. So I believe that's a coyote pelt and that's a turkey. So that's pretty cool. It's a nice size and it's pretty tall as well. So they have a door over here. So I'm pretty sure you can fit like a smaller tractor in here and work on it. So here we've got the grain bins. We've got 3 of the bigger ones over here and then we've got 2 smaller ones behind them. We actually climb on top of them quite a lot. It's a really nice view. I'm trying to overcome my fear of heights and climb the silo, but that one's pretty tall. But in the silo, we keep corn silage or hay silage. All right, so here we are. We are in the milking parlor right now. This is basically where the milk goes, and then the milk goes into that big tank over here. So in the morning, we take the buckets over here, we fill it up with milk for the calves and stuff like that. And we come here, we clean the buckets as well. Right now we're in this section of the milking parlor where the cows come and we actually do the milking. Basically how it works, so one side gets filled with cows, you prep that one, you hook the milkers on those teats. Then the other side gets filled up with cows, you start prepping that one. Once this side is done milking, you swing the milkers, you hook them onto that one, and then the whole process over and over again. It's pretty cool. This is where the holding area is for the cows. So we bring them from the barn into this area. We close the gates to make sure that they don't go. And whenever the cows are done being milked, they have a section that goes along all the way back to the feeding area. It's a really cool setup. A lot of farms are getting into robotic milking, very expensive. But it's pretty cool because you don't need a person to actually go in there and bring the cows into the milking area and stuff like that. The cow actually chooses whenever it wants to get milked, it just goes into the robotic milker. Robot hooks the milking up, starts the milking, and that's basically how it goes. So the cows actually decide whenever they want to get milked and stuff. It's really cool, but it is very expensive. And then over here, we've got the first pen of calves. I'm sorry if I have to scream a bit louder or talk a bit louder, but the fans are on. 2 reasons why the fans are on. First of all, if it's warm outside, it keeps the cows or calves cool. Second of all, it mainly keeps away all the flies from the cows because that gets pretty annoying. We've got 4 calves over here, and then we've got the ATV, one of my favorite vehicles on the farm by far. And then over here, we've got the section where all the milking cows come. So as you guys can see, milking parlors right there. They come back and then they start eating or laying down on the bedding and stuff like that. But they're on pasture right now, so they're not in the barn. On this side, we've got all the heifers and dry cows. So for those who don't know what those are, heifers are basically cows that have not been bred yet. And then dry cows are the ones that have been bred recently and they're going to give birth in a couple of months. A lot of these are actually heifers. Most of the dry cows, or almost all the dry cows, are on pasture. They're on the pasture behind the house, and they're due in about 2 or 3 months or so. Then over here, we've got 6 more pens with 2 calves in each pen. As you guys can see, they're super cute, super nice. This is my favorite pen right here by far. Reason why? Because my boy Dexter is in here. So Dexter is a Jersey bull. I'm not sure if he's 100% Jersey or if there's a mix, but isn't he cute? He's gonna be a bull for the Krolls. They've got one right now, but that one's going in this freezer in September. So then I believe next year this one will go as well. Now on to the equipment that we use on the farm. Over here we've got the skid steer. And from what I've heard, from what I've seen, having a skid steer is basically necessary on a farm like this or any other farm. The things that you do with it, the versatility that it comes with, all the different things that you use and do, like cleaning the stalls, getting rid of muck or manure, pushing feed to the side, lifting pallets, anything that you basically need to do with a smaller machine instead of doing it with a tractor. A skid steer is probably your #1 thing to go to. And I'm pretty sure almost every farm has at least one of these. Then of course here we've got the ATV, a super fun thing to use, but also very useful, especially if you're setting up new pasture or you gotta get a calf from the pasture. And then when you come away from the barn, this is basically the equipment yard. But this is where we store all of the equipment slash trailers slash mowers slash everything that you need in order to cultivate, plow, rake, mow. This is where we keep everything. Something I forgot to mention, but this is where we keep the muck. I believe that's what we call it, but that's basically solid manure. And then over here we've got one of my favorite tractors. To be honest guys, whenever I first came here and I was starting to haul some bales and stuff, I did not like this tractor at all because I had a lot of difficulties operating it. It kept on stalling on me, or I was stalling the tractor. I've been doing some work for the past 4 days now with this tractor. I'm really enjoying it. So this is a Massey Ferguson. It's a 6270. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but it's got a good amount of horsepower. All right guys, so here we've got the big Magnum Case tractor. This is basically the big horsepower tractor that does all the plowing and stuff like that. All the really heavy duty work on the farm. Alright guys, so here we are. We've got all the hay ready to go. Heifers and dry cows. I believe they're just heifers. They're pretty excited. They love this stuff because it comes straight from the field. So they're all pretty excited, but let's get to work. Let's unload this hay and let's go.
Good evening, my people up in the chandeliers. The wine and dining, the menu is blood, sweat, and tears. Everybody ready, raining duck confetti.
Alright, so as you guys can see, it's pretty steamy. The reason why is because the bottom is pretty warm, because it was pretty warm yesterday. But then because of this morning with the rain, it looks pretty cool, but it's tough work, man. Alright guys, so we are about done, as you guys can see. It's basically empty. Sam's gonna get a scraper to scrape all the other small bits off onto the cows, or for the cows. But they're really happy right now, as you guys can see. Honestly, it's tough work, man. Like, you wanna be a farmer, you gotta be physically fit, because this is no joke. But it's really fun, it's awesome work, being able to drive all these different types of equipment and just doing the type of work that you do. It's just really satisfying. Well guys, there she is. She's unloaded. Cows are fed. Cows are happy. And I'm happy because I was able to drive one of my favorite tractors once again. That's going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe down below. If you are new to the channel,
Subscribe to VDB Farms.
there you go guys. You heard it from Sam himself. But it's been an amazing journey. I really enjoyed working at the farm. Hopefully I'll be able to own a farm of my own pretty soon. Maybe not the size of this one, but definitely with a lot of animals, a lot of livestock, and a lot of fun. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.